each other for quite some time. I'm sorry for not being around as much as I probably should be, but I promise, pinky swear promise, that I'll be around a lot more for you now. Work's been busy and I've had a lot going on, and thankfully I've got some time now to spend with you, because I've heard that you've been struggling to get to sleep recently. Yeah, your parents told me. Said you've been up all night the last couple of weeks. I mean, you've had some sleep, but not as much as you really would want. How come? Yeah, you just been overthinking. Yeah, I completely understand that. When I was younger, or even recently in fact, my head would hit the pillow and I just wouldn't be able to shut off. My mind would be racing, thinking about things which I shouldn't be thinking about, worries which I shouldn't be worried about, and it can be super tough to just close off and get to sleep. I'm guessing that's the same for you, yeah? Yeah. It sucks. It really does, but being a caring friend as I am, I think I'm going to try and help you get to sleep today, if that's okay. I promise I'm not a miracle worker, but I think just me being here, maybe doing some hand movements, and got some things just to tap on just to help you keep your mind off anything going on in your head. Does that sound good to you? Awesome. I'm happy to be of service. Okay, so I know you've mentioned before that you watch ASMR. Yeah, hey, it just so happens that I've started an ASMR channel and I've been doing it quite often. Do you want like a real life ASMR experience? Cool. What is your favourite triggers? You kind of strike me as a hand movement kind of person. Ah, told you so. Okay. Now I need you to keep your eyes open for this. Kind of going against the grain of helping you get to sleep, isn't it? But trust me, it'll work. Okay. Okay. You ready? Awesome. I'm just gonna be gently moving my hands around your face. I've learned that if you just twinkle your fingers like this, it can make you tingle just by watching. Have a look. See? It's very tingly, isn't it? Both hands just tingly, tingly, tingle, 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 tingle. stressful for me recently, and I've been struggling a bit to get to sleep as well. You aren't alone. In fact, I'd say, now this isn't a scientific fact, but I'd say about 94.6% of the entire population of the world often struggle to get to sleep. Boom, science for you. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, but you aren't alone. Sleep is very divisive. We all want it. We all need it. But sometimes when you want something so much, your brain almost goes against it. Your brain almost robs you of that opportunity to sleep. It's highly annoying. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like my brain doesn't want to shut off, doesn't want to allow me to get to sleep. I almost feel like telling off my brain, help me out here, I need sleep, why are you being like this? I thought you liked me. But your brain doesn't know what am I going on about? I think I'm gone off on a bit of a tangent there, but you get the idea. Okay. Are you still suffering from OCD? Yeah, you've got it quite bad, haven't you? It's I hate to see you suffering. Remember when I was younger, I don't suffer from OCD anymore as such, maybe little small things. But I used to have it really bad when I was a kid. I think I've told you this before. It's quite an odd experience. I would be in bed, just about to go to sleep, and my brain would be telling me to get out of bed, go to a window and just look outside it for a couple seconds, and then go back into bed, and I'd do that. I used to do that probably like 20-30 times before I went to bed. And it was super annoying, and it really it took ages for it to pass. I think I was just a kid, and sometimes when you're a kid, things like that just happen. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Out of nowhere you're suffering from OCD, and nothing, to my mind, triggered it. I was always like a really happy kid, even during that time when I was struggling with OCD, and I don't know, it was weird, but thankfully that's passed now, and I don't have to get out of bed and look out the window anymore. Our mutual friend suffers from OCD, and he gets it quite bad. He'd be walking along the street to work or just to meet a friend, to the shop, and his mind would be telling him that he sees like a needle on the floor, and he'd go back, look, obviously nothing was there. But he'd do that 3 or 4 times in just quite a short walk. And I felt really sorry for him because it must be such a annoying isn't the word, is it? It'd be so demoralising to have to go through that when you're walking. Just again, your mind's just not shutting off. It's always thinking, it's seeing something. Our brains are very powerful, super powerful, and I think sometimes they get the better of us. Anyway, that's it, my friend. Just relax. How are you finding these hand movements? Awesome. That's nice to see you're relaxing a bit, and my whispers are taking your mind off those negative thoughts. So what other triggers do you like in ASMR? I wouldn't have taken you as a tapping kind of guy. Yeah, I can tap for you, that's fine. In fact, I've actually brought along this black box. This Dior Sauvage box. It's quite relaxing to tap on. I'm just going to do it very gently, not for too long. Just going to mix up a bit for you. Keep your mind thinking about here, the present moment. Not any thoughts or worries which you might be previously have thought about. Okay. Just gently tapping around your general vicinity. I don't want to be too close to your face like this because it's not very relaxing. I'm just going to be tapping about here very gently. That's it, just relax, just take a deep breath if you need to. Be sure to exhale out very slowly, because it feels a lot better when you do. That's it. How's work been for you recently? Is it still hate your boss? Yeah, he doesn't sound like a nice kind of guy. Seems a bit of a, you know, bit of a, you know, a bit of a, yeah, you can probably guess what I'm about to say, but I don't swear in front of you. focusing on my whispers, on the noises and movements I'm making for you. Just relax, clear your mind, enjoy being in the present moment with me. Just two friends, chilling. That's it. How did you find those tapping sounds? Ah, good. I'm glad. As long as you're feeling calm, as long as your mind is just focused on the here and now, then I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm helping you relax. I'm happy that you are happy every moment. Like sleep, happiness is a very hard thing to achieve, especially with everything going on in the world, everything going on in your own life, your friends' lives, your family's lives. There's always something going on which isn't good. We only have to just read the news and see all these headlines. World War III is about to break out. America attacks Iran, like anything, any bad headline. It always seems like the news is purposely negative. I feel like negativity sells stories, which, is the way it is. You can't change that. People like myself see the big headlines and it's hard not to read them. But don't let that have too much an effect of your own personal life, because really that's stuff we don't need to worry about unless it directly affects us or your friends, your family. Then it's important to know about it, but just don't get too engrossed into it, because it can make you feel unhappy, it can make you feel stressed. So be aware of what's going on, but don't let it affect you too much. Okay. Perfect. Just relax. I can tell you're getting a bit more sleepy now. Just get to sleep, my friend. My best friend. I want you to be sleepy, 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 sleepy. supremely effective in helping me get to sleep. Before I started watching ASMR, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a single thing which could help induce sleep. So, again, I used to struggle with sleep because I didn't have anything to take my mind off the thoughts and feelings going through my head. I think what makes ASMR so effective in helping you sleep is that it's a pathway to something else other than what's going on inside there. It's something to take your mind off and away from what's going on in your life. It's super duper effective. Now, I think you're gonna like this for some reason. That's a bit loud. For some reason, I just cannot get this lid back on. It's super annoying. I don't get why. It just doesn't get back on. It's super annoying. I just can't get it back on. Just watch. You'll see how much I'm struggling with it. See. It's not going on. Why? See. Just want to get it on. It sounds pretty good though, doesn't it? It's almost like I don't want to put it on. It's almost like it sounds too good to put on. Mind officially has been blown. Finding this relaxing. You think you're going to be able to fall to sleep. Yeah. See, your eyes are starting